Okay, good afternoon, everybody. I am, as always, running a little bit behind, but I wanted to get on here and share a quick video with you, um, showing off, let's see if I can do this, a little bit of my paper. So there are the coffee dyed ones I have started to make. These are the first out of batches, and then I have some red and green. Um, as many of you may already know, I plan on opening my Etsy store again, Darkwood Sanctuary, on the 13th of December, which is Friday the 13th. I thought that seemed fitting, all things considered. It just made me chuckle, and I had to go with it. So the store will be open on Friday the 13th, which is the second week of December, I do believe. Right before Christmas, which will give people the time to peruse the items, maybe not quite ready to shop yet, so close to Christmas. But it also gives me a chance to preview some of my items and to work on getting some more stock available. I think I'll be able to, before the beginning of January, do 2 or 3 more colors and a couple more batches of the coffee dyed things. More plain paper, obviously, but also, things like what we see here. We've got some, let me see if I can't really tell because of how so we've got some of the library cards that you all liked so very much. And I am sorry for the shadows. I'm in a new setup. I'll be experimenting with some things, but we do have some of the library cards that everybody likes so much. Let me see if I can maybe do a little flip through here. They've got a good medium color, some effects, and a fun band. I've got some of the envelopes that Bima showed on some of her videos. These are going to be a new in the store item that I haven't done before. These started out white, if that gives you any kind of indication. Again, I consider this kind of a medium color. I didn't try to go real dark and grungy with these first batches. Because if you're going to decorate this, or you're going to maybe decoupage on it, you probably don't want it super dark to better showcase whatever it is you're going to do. And you can see the plague fingers are back. I've got green going on. A few days ago they were red. They'll be purple. I think the next 2 colors I'm doing are going to be purple, followed by blue, followed in the beginning of January with teal, probably. If you have a special request, and I think I'm putting in a small batch of pink. A couple of people have asked me about pink paper. Um, so I will do up a small batch of that to put up in the store. If you have a color that you got a little bit of it in my sales and you're in love with the color and you'd like to see more of it, please go ahead and email me or Facebook message me. I will leave links to both my Facebook page and my email address in there. If you have something that you feel like you wanting before I'm going to offer it available, I can do custom die lots. I just need to know um, how many pages you're looking for, and I will quote you a price before I make it. Um, and while my store is on vacation starting this weekend, while we're over the holiday weekend, and Bima and her family will be entertaining and having a lot of fun, I've got some downtime, so I'm probably going to start loading things into the store. I don't think you can order while I'm on vacation, but you should be able to go into the store and peruse the items. So when I do my Friday video, I will put in a link to the store for those of you that aren't familiar with it, and it may actually be in the down box already. So if you want to head on over and check that out, there is nothing in there at the moment. I did delete all of my stock because I did sell most of it in my 3 sales that I held with Natasha and Bima. Um, so the store is starting out completely fresh. It will be a small runs at first until I rebuild my stock, but I am also trying to offer a variety of items. So in the coffee dyed, what I'm going to have is plain paper, the envelopes, the library cards to start, and I may get a couple more items in there. I may get some lined paper done. I may get some steno paper done. If you have a particular item that I have offered in the past that I haven't already mentioned, please let me know. Also in the works is probably index cards, gas checks that are tea dyed. Again, if you're looking for something in a specific color, please feel free to let me know. I am always happy to bump a color up if someone's interested in a specific color. Um, for the black, because I had so much of it, I hadn't planned on doing any until one of the last colors. I do know people use it year round, and it is one of my favorite papers, but it's near the end of the list. So if for some reason you didn't get black or you really want some black, please let me know. I am happy to accommodate. I am happy to do custom lots for you. You just need to let me know. So in the down box below will be my email address and my Facebook page. Let me get on to showing you some specifics about these items, and then we'll wrap this video up. Everything that's on this table is not everything I dyed. These are going to be pre-order items. They are available and ready to ship right now. Obviously, I can't mail anything tomorrow, but they're exclusive through this video and only in the quantities shown. I do have to reserve some for the opening of my shop, even though I will be able to dye at least one more color lot of each of these, and probably 2 lots of the coffee dyed before the 13th. I want to open the store with a good amount of what I have available. And again, colors coming up next. Ideally, I'm going to do a small batch of the blush, the light pink color that I've done before. I'm going to do some purple, and I am going to do teal after that. So if you would like to see another color faster than maybe it's coming up, I will pause this for a minute and I will go get, I wrote down on an index card the order that I plan on going in. So if you'd like to see something sooner than what I'm mentioning, you'll be able to let me know. Hold on 1 second, please. All right, I am back. Okay, so my tentative and immediate color choices are red, green, a small batch of pink, purple, aquamarine, which is a light shade of blue, teal, which is a green blue. But I also wanted to start something new starting in January. For the business, I kind of want to do a color of the month, and I would love your guys' feedback or suggestions with this. Tentatively, what I'm thinking is January aquamarine, February pink blush, March teal, April yellow, May green, June purple, July a beak dyed paper, which is a purpley pink color, and I often get really great effects with it. It is pretty popular, and I will offer it, I'm going to try to get a small selection of all colors available to start, but then I want to do like a monthly focus where I really put out quite a few papers in a color, and additional items to go with it, whether it's tags or envelopes, grid paper, specialty papers, novelty things, index cards, and things like that. So July would be beet, and then gearing up for fall, in August I would offer orange, September a wine or burgundy color, October black, November navy blue, and December hunter green. Now that's not to say that the colors that I've listed for a month aren't available for custom order if you want a specific color and you're like, I need that for a journal that I'm going to make with this theme or for this season, but I want to get it done early. I am always open to dyeing what you need as soon as I can, and I will also be getting back to dyeing with the plastic lace that paper. It will be in extremely small batches because all I have left to work with for that at this moment is the few pieces of plastic lace tablecloth that I have, because I did sell all my stencils in my sales. So that's going to be a slow build, and you'll see lots of those probably like every other month, because I'll have to process 2 or 3 lots of that. And of course, I'll slowly work on regaining stencils. I really liked the leaf pattern. I would like to get the swirly circles Art Deco one, and I've seen some new ones that I am absolutely in love with. And I'm going to go into Amazon, and I'm going to put them on a wish list, and then I'm going to budget and see how I can work those in. And then, of course, I would love to get some more lace plastic placemats, and at least one other plastic lace tablecloth that has a different pattern on it. So I do have plans for that area, and I am going to offer that paper again in my store. You're probably looking at February though for a batch like that, a late January, early February, before I can get something like that together with enough pieces to really offer in the store. So now that I've done that and put that out there, and I will pause this again and put up a better printed list for you to look at for the colors. If you have color order suggestions or different colors than what I've picked, I am open to suggestion and always looking for feedback. I may not necessarily do exactly what other people tell me to do, but you all are my customers. You are the heart and soul of my business, and you're the reason why I do this. I love dyeing paper, and I love being able to provide it for other people. It makes me so happy. So I'll pause briefly, and then we'll look at the individual things that are piled up on this table that maybe you can't see quite clearly because of how the camera is currently positioned, and I will be trying different things with that. So give me a second while I write this list out neater for you. I'll show it to you, and then we'll look at what's on the table, and we'll be all done. Hopefully we'll be out before 20 minutes is up. Hold on. All right, so here we are back again. Let me just show you the list that I made so that you can see it clearly. Okay, so again, it's going through the months of the year. The 12 colors will be aquamarine, pink, blush, teal, yellow, green, light green. You know, you get kind of a mix in my color. The purple, light purple, beet, orange. September will be a wine burgundy, October black, November navy blue, and December the focus will be hunter green. Now that means that, like I said before, that means that's the color I'm going to focus on the last week or so, the last 7 to 10 days of the preceding month, and then through about the 3rd week of the month, that paper may be discounted or featured in projects or new items that maybe you haven't seen before, dyed that color will come along. You know, we're going to try and, I still keep saying we, even though now it's just me. I'm going to try to do some fun and different things. Maybe kind of like that dot matrix paper I got, or some linen papers, maybe a little parchment. You know, there's so many paper options. I don't know if it would hold it, but I might try with some, not onion skin because it's too thin, but maybe like some deli paper, some of the colors, or some of the coffee tea. And I realized I didn't feature coffee tea anywhere in here, but that's because I'm constantly doing coffee tea, and I try to offer a really wide variety of items. Some items will be this YouTube channel only, simply because on Etsy, for if somebody were to just order this, the shipping would be silly, because the cheapest shipping they offer comes with tracking. There's no way around it. But for a customer that I know, I would be willing to put something like this into a 4x6 envelope with the appropriate stamps, which would probably be, you know, around $1.15 or $1.50, as opposed to the $3.50 or $4 that it is minimum for tracked shipping. Again, that option would only be available for trusted customers, people that I'm familiar with, Etsy orders. And so, like I said, this item might be $2 or $3 in the store, but the shipping would be equivalent or more than. And so don't offer items like this unless it's in some kind of a kit where you might get this and a paper pack and some lined paper or some grid paper, something along those lines, or even just some smaller sized paper, some fun things, index cards. That's where these items come in. And I feel like sometimes people just want this item and maybe they don't want everything else, or they do want the whole kit. It's easier on Etsy to offer the whole kit and to put on this channel special offerings each month of smaller things like library cards that I might not be able to offer in my store at a reasonable price when you include the shipping, but that I can and bundle together specific items. Otherwise, what I would have to do, I think, is make my store have a minimum order of $10 or $15 so that nobody gets, taken for a ride on the shipping. And that goes for me as well as for you guys out there and for customers who are Etsy only. I want to offer the best price on my items, but also with, reasonable shipping where everything's covered and I'm not covering any of the shipping, but you're also not paying too much for the shipping. So that may be where you don't see something necessarily like this in my store. You might only see it on this website, or in January when Bima goes live with her swap meet. I intend to take place as many months as I can. Obviously, I can't do consecutive months, but when my name comes up in the line, if it's not 2 months in a row, I will participate as often as I can. And when my channel numbers grow, I will certainly be having sales on my channel, but probably only once every other month, because there are so many sales now. I feel like it's such a saturated market that I don't want to throw my penny into the pool of quarters. I'll just be lost in the fray. And I really want to get my items to people who love and can use them and who love them, as much as I love making them. So let's look. Let me sit down here and let's look real quick. These items on this table that I'm about to show you are all available for sale right now through this video. The item prices will be slightly lower than what they'll be in my Etsy store. And I've explained before the reasons for that. I'm sure you all understand and I don't need to explain again. But these are available right now. The prices are what they are. They do not include shipping. So I would have to put the items in whatever package they're going to be shipped in. And I will be testing some poly mailers with some cardstock backing or some chipboard backing and trying to see what's working out best. I had a pretty good system before and didn't really have much complaints with my shipping methods or my shipping prices. I think I have always been more or less reasonable on that because I want to get my product into the hands of people that can love it. And so I've never charged for the envelopes or anything like that, and I want to keep going forward where it's a good deal for you and it's easy for me to ship it to you. So let's get down to these items right here. Okay, so what I have right now is offerings in 3 colors: the green, the red, and a coffee tea mix. So let me pick up this stuff so that there's not so much on the screen and I can actually figure out where the center is that I need to be showing this to you. If you will just bear with me for a hot minute, we will get right on top of this. And I will start with the coffee and tea dyed items. So if you want to order anything from this video, all you have to do is send me an email or contact me on Facebook Messenger. The link is down below, I believe, but I will double check that and make sure that my Facebook is listed. I don't believe my Facebook page is public, but when you friend request me, I think you can put in a message. If you put in a message that says, I watched your video and I'd like to request something, I will go ahead and accept that friend request from you. So let me see where we are for the middle here. Okay, I'm going to have to go sideways as ever. All right, so that tells me where I need to be. Let me see. So if I push this back maybe a little bit, maybe we can have it a little closer to me. Okay, so let's wrap this up because we're right at 20 minutes. What I have for coffee is 2 packs of 50. These are medium with moderate effects. There are a few pages in the lot that are darker, but I'm showing you for, a look at what effects are available and kind of the color variation. We'll just do a couple. I'm not going to go through all of them. I think this one probably has some of the, a little bit of the darker pages. But I did have a lot of fun with these. And so this will also be what's going to be available in my store as well. I will have a couple more batches. And then I have 2 50s. And those are going to be, oh gosh, what is the price on that? So I know it's, I think it's $15.95 in the store. So we're going to offer those for $12 in this video only. They will be a different price in the store. So the 50s are $12.95 and these are $25. They're $7.99 in the store. And here is a quick look at what those pages and effects will look like. All of them should have some of the circle dot papers. And some effects like this where, I don't know if you can see that, you've got kind of a stippling effect on there. That's likely from the towel. I love to use a towel. I know some people just do it on plastic. You get effects from the plastic as well. But I do like to use a towel some of the time because you get that extra added effect. So there's 4 of the 25s. And 2 of the 50s in the coffee. So in the store, the coffee dyed 25 packs are $7.99, and I'm going to offer them for $6 in this video. So here we go. And that's the coffee. Additionally, in coffee, I have the little envelopes. I did not bring a ruler in, so I do not have measurements, but I will include it in the description box below. So I have 5 sets, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 sets of the little coin envelopes, and they are all dyed a medium shade, a light to medium shade. They have effects, but not to the extent that the papers do, and that is deliberate so that when you are using them, you've got the nice medium color, but you're not just covering that over, so it doesn't, it enhances without detracting from anything that you might want to put on top of that, whether it's scrapbooking paper or a decoupage napkin or tissue paper or whatever it is you'd like to do here, or if you just want to ink the edges and use that, it'll still be dark enough to add its own character to that, but it shouldn't detract from anything. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 6 packs of the library cards. These are all 10 packs, so that these coin envelopes will be $2. They'll be a little bit more in the store, $2 per pack, and the library cards are going to be also $2 per pack of 10. So, and you can see that the library cards are going to have a little bit darker effects, and they're going to be a little bit darker overall. But again, we went for kind of a light to medium shade. And then here's the backs. You can see this is a little bit darker. And you'll have a mix throughout. They won't all be one shade. You can see the front is a little bit lighter than the back on this. And you've got some of the swirly effects, and this one is like, this one was near the top, so it got some of where the water is kind of on it and not on it. You get kind of a darker effect where the top of it will start to dry before you pull it out, and that's what leaves that effect. So 5 of the coin envelopes, 5 of the library cards. Those are 10 pieces per. Both sets are $2 a piece. Then you've got the 250 packs at $12, and the 425 packs at $6. Now, I have less to offer in the green and red. That process does take longer, and I get fewer pages per batch. I've also found that I don't get the effects I like if I do a bigger batch, and that's the reason why I keep these batches small. So here you're going to get 2 25 lots and 2 10 lots. In my store, the 25 packs are $11.50, and the 10 packs, I believe, are $5.25. So we're going to offer these for, let's see if I can remember. I didn't bring the paper in with me, and I really don't want to get up again. We're going to offer these for $9, and we're going to offer these for I can do this. It's $5. We're going to go I think $3.50 as a price. So if you order these on the video, these will be $9 and these will be $3.50. I kind of consider this a tester pack. If you're not familiar with my paper, the 10 lot is a good way to go. Or if you just need it for a specific project, often 10 sheets offers you room for error and enough for what you're working on in combination with other papers. Additionally, what I have here are 10 sets of my dip dyed manila tags. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 of those available. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So you can kind of see the effects that are going on, and the top is always open. I leave this if you want to decoupage it, or if you want to put an element in the middle so you can still see the color and have a little bit of clear space up here. And also these can be journaled on. I have tried it. It works fairly well. Sometimes you get one that's a little bit darker like this. It might be a little bit harder to see it, but it's fun to, I like to put the date right up here and then just journal front and back. And it just adds some fun to a journal. And these are, it's 10. And I believe that these are going to be $2 for this video. Again, there'll be a little more in the store. So I have 2 10 packs for $3.50. I have 2 25 packs for $9. And then I have the 10 packs of the dip dyed green cards for $2 in this video. And the final color I have to show you today is the red. And it's the same quantities and the same packaging. To have 2 of the 25s and 2 of the 10s. And you can see I have made, the next batch will be a little lighter. I wanted to experiment with a nice deep dark red, so I added more of my darkest color to the mix. And you can see we got some of the same coloration as before, but also some of the pages are considerably darker than what I have made before. And that's just testing and seeing how it works, but I love the effects. I love the color saturation. It's a lot of fun. So again, with this, the 25 packs will be $9. The 10 packs will be $3.50, and the 10 packs of the tags will be $2. So if you want to order anything in the video, and this is exclusive and limited to the quantities that I have here, first come, first serve. You can contact me via my Facebook page, which will be linked below, or you can email me directly, and my email will be in the description box as well. I am always happy to hear from you guys. If you have feedback or questions, I am more than happy to answer. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video, and I want to thank you so much for your time today. It is great to be doing videos again, and super amazing to be doing videos or dyeing paper again. I have a couple of very small, I have limited funds as always, but they're slightly more limited now because I have had my shop closed. for a couple of months now. So there hasn't been any income coming in there. And that's also part of the push. So I want to be really ready for January when people might be spending money again after the holidays. I'm sorry this video has run to 30 minutes, but I want to let you know that I really appreciate all of you coming. I enjoy your company and your comments, and I hope to be doing some lives starting uh, in the next few weeks. I may not do any over the Christmas holidays. I know people will have limited time, but I would love to start doing lives 1 or 2 afternoons a week, I think, to get in contact with some of you again. I just can't make it to the morning streams anymore. My schedule doesn't work that way, and I'm still looking for a job. So I figured maybe 1 or 2 afternoons a week, you know, in between morning streams and evening streams. I'll figure out a day where I can get on live, and if I'm only there talking to myself, that's okay too. I hope that you're having an amazing day. Whatever time of day or night it is, I hope that whatever you are doing brings you great joy and happiness. And until I see you in a live stream or in another video here, I wish you the happiest of crafting and happy holidays, my lovely ladies. I miss you all so much. Bye.